Rieccoci ragazzi, bentornati a tutti sul canale di Nico in Game. Abbiamo raggiunto questo bel paesello che apparentemente sembra disabitato, ma in realtà non dovrebbe esserlo, perché dobbiamo cercare i coloni, ragazzi. Antea non può manifestarsi in questa zona perché ci sono questi scacciaspiriti appesi un po' ovunque, quindi questi qui non possiamo distruggerli, tra l'altro. Di solito li distruggiamo, ma credo sia completamente inutile bussare a ogni porta. È possibile che siano tutti rintanati da qualche parte? Chiusa, ci serve la chiave.
There must be a key.
Ok, c'è qualcuno. No. Vabbè, è anche inutile esplorare a questo punto, ragazzi, fino a quando Antea non è libera di girare con noi.
To return in glory to their faith. I, Fairfax Haskell, though it bring demons down in great wrath upon my soul, do pray that my faith and yours and the friends find fortitude in our success. Exiled from
Ma questo
our
qui lo
homes by the
conosciamo.
devil's machinations, we congregate before the Lord in this new meeting house. We gather, we worship, we overcome. And we shall be well protected by the holy ward my son now makes under my instruction. For I have spent hours countless in your service, poring through books and papers, devouring the oeuvre of my peers, that our meeting house be safe.
Fairfax Haskell, for whom the word pompous was invented.
Half built? Yes. Open to the four winds? Yes. But already it is resplendent with our faith. A shining reminder of our renewed belief in better days.
Salve, salve.
McCraith, Mr. McCraith. I thought you. What happy portent, what most excellent news.
Sono vivo,
What blessings.
Credevi il contrario?
I applaud your valorous deeds. O fate, I say, dead sir, I thought you dead.
Maybe I am.
Do not make light of such matters, my friend, for the devil's wrath is wide awake.
I coloni mi sembrano
His
tutti
claw
parecchio
scratches at our door, metaphorically
spaventati.
I'm alive. I promise.
speaking. My friends, I shall deliver this sermon another time. The battle with the devil's legions is ongoing, and Mr. McCraith and I have much to discuss. Thank you, Lammy.
Ah, è lui che costruisce questi sigilli.
Behold this miracle of ours, Mr. McCraith. Exiled we, yet in our darkest hour we find the moral vigor to build this humble monument to resilience. But you and I must speak of darker matters. For we, erudite men of higher learning, know that evil yet walks. There is much work to be done.
Indeed there is.
Yes, yes. Forgive the inelegance of my welcome. You are alone. Do I surmise that Miss Duarte is no more?
Guarda, preferirei non parlarne.
I'd rather not talk about it.
Blessed is the man in whose spirit there is no guile. When I kept silence, my bones waxed old through my roaring all the day long. I'm so sorry for your loss. Grief is a journey, long and painful, but you do not walk the road alone, I promise you.
Oh, I know. I know.
In time, God healed my wounds. May you too find peace. Now, I regret that even at this most burdensome time for you, I must move with haste to business and beg once more for your help.
Vabbè, che succede? Era ovvio, ragazzi, che ci avrebbe chiesto aiuto.
Since your defeat at the meeting house, the devil, heartened and emboldened, goes from strength to strength.
Non torneremo mai a New
He
Eden.
insinuates himself
Porca
among
troia.
my people, reveling in the suffering of the disease he unleashes upon us. It pits one against the other. Suspicion tears this community apart once again. All this to weaken my people and lead them away from the light of God.
Come posso aiutare?
In time
Arriva
of
il dunque,
disease,
dai.
we need doctors, and I'm no doctor.
Non siamo
Treat the
dottori, siamo
symptoms, we'll tear out the
epuratori.
root. An agent of the devil walks among us. A witch? You must find her. Or him, as it may be. You
Una
and I share
strega.
great expertise.
Beh, noi abbiamo conosciuto
I'm
una
a man
strega,
of
ragazzi, che
position.
purtroppo è molto
While you,
simpatica,
sir,
ci ha aiutato
are
tanto,
much more
ma purtroppo,
familiar
ragazzi,
with field work. Go, meet my people. Walk amongst
ha tirato le cuoia.
Learn which of them secretly serves the demon, that we may expunge this evil malady from our body politic.
Cosa vi fa credere che c'entri una strega?
What
Oh, ci
makes
sono
you
anche le
think
streghe
there's a
cattive,
witch
sia
at
buone
work
che
here?
cattive.
Aye, sir, I'm a man of God and intellect. I can read the signs. When a so-called mystery disease afflicts half of my people overnight, there can be only one culprit. 'Tis the devil's doing, sir. Probably through one of his servants. For you see, I understood immediately that the water in the well had been tainted. There are no strangers here. You could self-accept it. No one has fled. The guilty woman, or man, I suppose, remains within the village. As evil walks, the evil are emboldened, but this witch shall see her downfall. Or his, of course. As did the last one. As will the next. Some years ago, you may have heard tell of this. I made my name on the execution of a terrible witch. It pains me that I must do it once more.
Allora, per essere chiari, non sono un cacciatore di streghe.
I am no witch hunter. My business is with the lingering dead.
For a fee, yes, I know. But you can't deny evil practitioners exist. A few years ago, I had to cleanse this community from such a threat.
Parlate di Deborah?
Do you mean Deborah?
You know a little already, I gather. Yes,
Sì, sì, sì.
Deborah, the crooked school teacher. When Deborah showed her true nature, I was proud to pass judgment upon her. She earned her punishment. Her mask was a good one, as if butter would not melt upon her tongue. But you cannot fool a man of faith and intellect. No, sir, you cannot.
You'll not mind me saying it, but for a Puritan paradise, you seem to get more than your fair share of witches.
God has not forsaken us, but someone here does the devil's work. Find me a witch, Mr. McCraith. Return this place to the Lord.
I'm a working man, Governor, but the Lord does seem happy to pay, so I'll do what I can.
Vabbè, scacciafantasmi.
I noted your ghost wards with some interest.
Ghost wards, an interesting name. I call them sanctifiers, a name more palatable to my flock.
Vabbè, comunque ciao,
I'll take
Mi
my
sa che
leave
non
of
possiamo
you,
fare niente con
Of course.
gli
Outside,
scacciaspiriti,
step the
scacciafantasmi,
stairs. While
chiamateli
you're with
come
us, the first
volete.
house on the left shall be your home.
Trova rifugio, parla con i coloni.
Another
Allora. Deborah.
If there
non c'è.
even is a witch, Deborah was innocent.
Oh, scusi. Scusi, Il rifugio converrebbe prima trovare il rifugio. Anche se è facoltativo, ragazzi, sempre
I'm glad you're
meglio.
here too.
Ghost ward.
Riposare,
I think you
ok.
can safely knock it over.
La possiamo rompere questo. Porca di quella puttana, sì. Oh, ok. Almeno qua. Ragazzi, almeno qua. Chiave degli oggetti personali di un abitante deceduto. Ci saranno case di infestazione anche qui. Allora, non riposo.
Tis our honor you're here, sir.
Parliamo un po'. Iniziamo
You're
con
the
lui. Salve.
governor's son, right?
Yes, sir. Lamentation Haskell. Friends call me Lammy.
Lammy.
Or they would if I had any.
Sei tu che
Please,
fai
call me
sti
Lammy.
baracchini.
I have so many questions, sir. So many questions. But I suspect this is not the time.
No, not the time. But perhaps you may help me anyway.
Me? Why, if I can help, I'd be honored.
Hai notato qualcosa di insolito?
Your father believes there is a Harrow's witch. Have you noticed anyone acting strange?
I'd answer, sir, I surely would, only things being as they are, everyone is acting strange.
Sì, ho notato che sono tutti molto schivi, molto
Illness brought division. Division has
preoccupati.
led to strife. We could do with some healing, sir, we could. We need you to bring us peace.
Gli scacciafantasmi
Those ghost wards are quite
sono
unique.
unici
They are,
e
aren't
funzionano.
they? Conceived by Etienne Roulet, but made by my father. Do you use them as well in your line of work?
Not really. I mostly talk to ghosts. I don't repel them.
Infatti,
Of course. Still, each
noi ci
tool has its
parliamo,
purpose, and these
li
troubled
affrontiamo,
times we
non
need
li
all the tools
respingiamo.
we can get. Magic is glorious when wielded by the righteous.
You seem to know a lot about it.
Oh, if only, sir, if only. I'm still learning. Many of the subtleties and nuances escape me yet.
allora, vabbè, se
Good day to you,
non credo
Good day to you, sir.
che ci possa dare informazioni utili, a dire la verità.
Good day to you, Mr.
Buongiorno,
McGrath.
abitante.
I'd wish you the same if I knew your name, sir.
Ishmael Law. I have seen you in the meeting house. I have recognized the markings on your hands. I would have liked to have been a banisher, to tackle with the mysteries of our world. That must be something.
Avete notato qualcosa di insolito?
Have you noticed by chance any strange behavior hereabouts?
Our village has suffered much loss of late. Many of my neighbors have seen the disease take their loved ones. They get sick, and you never see them again. Maybe you hear them moan as you pass their house. But then the moaning stops. In times like these, pray tell, If a person was behaving strangely, how could I possibly tell?
I'm sorry, but I can tell from the look in your eye that you've someone in mind.
Watson, the shoemaker. Perhaps because of illness or through the loss of his loved ones, but whatever has befallen the poor man, he seems to have lost his mind.
Ok.
I'll see you later, Ishmael.
Anytime, sir.
Ho come l'impressione che qua ci vorrà un po', ragazzi,
Good day to you, sir.
Buongiorno anche a
Likewise.
lei.
Red McCreath.
Perry Cottle,
Il
I'm a
fornaio.
banisher.
Sono un epurattore.
Trovate
Gloria. Vorrei avere da posta fede.
How's that working
Allora,
so far?
cerchiamo di essere più rapidi
Have you noticed
possibili
anything
perché
strange
altrimenti
lately?
ci mettiamo 2 anni e mezzo
Changes in
qua.
demeanor,
Eh,
odd comings and goings.
Lucy Barrow goes picking plants. All furtive like.
Chi è
I've
Lucy?
seen her. I've watched her. She puts them in her strange concoctions. Won't tell me what's in there. Maybe she'd spill it to you.
And where might I find this Lucy Barrow?
The alewife, when she's not furtively picking herbage, may be found in the ale house.
ok.
I should go.
God go with.
Ciao. Allora, c'è una Lucy da trovare. Con cui sarà lei.
Ah, the famed and famous Bannishers.
Have we met?
I was at the meeting house. You've got guts.
Thank you very much.
Ok.
Politeness. Gives me the... Now then. What?
Mostrami i tuoi beni.
May I see?
Vediamo
I'm a
cosa.
shopkeeper, aren't I?
Aspetta, quanti soldi abbiamo noi? Ne abbiamo parecchi. Questo lo pigliamo, dai. Poi, basta.
So, have you noticed any strange behaviour of late?
Apart from my own? Yes. So much so that now I am almost normal. Caleb Watson, for example. Now he, my friend, is really strange.
Is he now?
He used to be such a nice man. Now he's aggressive and he smells like the Christmas cat at Easter.
Where can I find Caleb Watson?
Well now, seeing as he's our cobbler, you'll find him in his workshop.
Till we meet again.
You mind your good self.
Ok. Ho come l'impressione che questi si danno...
We keep hearing that name.
Let's pay him a visit.
Looks like we found the
A
cobbler
fronte del
shop.
calzolaio.
Smells like death all of a sudden.
It's justice. Start anew. Shite on these people. They can't hurt us. But how could you make him kiss it again?
Oh there. Are you alright, sir?
We're closed. Now. Out with you. Leave. Leave.
I can tell
Non
from
credo
your
ci
sudden
sia un
demeanour
buon
that you won't
odore
mind
là
me asking you a
dentro.
couple of questions. I'm Red McCreath. I'm a banisher. I'm searching the area for evidence of witchcraft. And you, I can tell, are itching to help me.
Infatti.
Show your shiting shapes, goose peddler. No witches here. Only myself, Caleb Watson.
Qualcuno si è comportato in modo strano?
The governor bade me
A
make the rounds.
parte lei,
Nothing
ovviamente.
strange.
Why would he ask you that?
Everyone keeps secrets, and I have a talent for uncovering them.
I ain't got no secrets. I ain't done no wrong. Search me house if you don't believe me. See for yourself. And when you're done, if you're any kind of man, you'll come back here, doff your cap, apologise, then shite off and never come back.
If you're looking for someone acting strangely, I think you've found your man.
Ok, vabbè, accetto volentieri. Controllo, do
A man
un'occhiata alla
content
tua bella
with his own
casetta.
company is never alone. You hear that? Good one, right?
Oh, nuovo caso di infestazione. Un cuore infernale. Caro signor Watson, rispondo alla vostra lettera riguardo alle mie abilità, mi farebbe piacere condividere gli stessi interessi e sarebbe davvero meraviglioso incontrarci per discutere dell'argomento. Sì, avrei bisogno di saperne di più delle vostre conoscenze e delle vostre abilità tecniche. Tuttavia, se possibile, preferirei incontrarvi in un luogo tranquillo e isolato, lontano da chi potrebbe gridare allo scandalo, poiché so bene che il lavoro di un artista può scatenare emozioni, soprattutto se non compreso del tutto. La gente è di rado oggettiva e non vorrei che rovinasse il professionalismo del nostro colloquio. Resto in attesa della vostra risposta. Vi scrivo personalmente per ringraziarvi della vostra diligenza, del vostro impegno e del vostro lavoro verso la costruzione di un nuovo futuro per la comunità. La padronanza di un mestiere è, come immagino sappiate, un segno di devozione religiosa e, così come è certo che il giorno segue la notte, un villaggio di abitanti devoti è un simbolo evidente della prosperità del Signore. Vabbè, potevamo andare direttamente qua. Chiave della porta. Infiliamoci in questo pertugio. Questo è importante. Root. Ho pensato a lungo se mandarti o meno questa lettera, poiché posso solo immaginare quanto ti farà soffrire. Tuttavia credo che un'omissione della verità sia una menzogna sotto gli occhi del divino, e dunque un peccato, anche se far finta di nulla sarebbe più facile per tutti. Alexander è infedele, fa visita alle meretrici alle tue spalle. Ecco, la verità è stata svelata. Ecco, la verità è stata svelata. Conosco bene la depravazione di Alexander, sarà pure ammagliante e arguto, ma la sua anima è viziata e Dio l'ha rifiutato. Non importa quel che si dice in città, io so che sei una donna pura, so che la tua anima è intoccata, luminosa e pia. Ammiro la tua grazia e la purezza del tuo cuore, dimostrate dalle tue parole e azioni. Il mondo svanisce alla tua presenza e il mio amore cresce ogni giorno di più. La mia porta sarà sempre aperta, cara Ruth, così come lo sarà il mio cuore.
Being courted by two brothers at once rarely ends well.
Personal experience.
Don't go there.
Un medaglione trovato nel negozio del cazzolaio ha inciso le iniziali RW e contiene un ciuffo di capelli biondi in condizioni davvero pessime. Che fa?
Feels terrible, doesn't it?
Ma sarà qui? Sì, abbiamo usato la chiave, ok.
Debrief my bond down house.
Why keep it here?
Dunque ha bruciato una casa. Avviso, udite, si sono svolti i funerali di Alexander e Ruth, fratello e moglie del calzolaio, Caleb, venuti a mancare tragicamente in un incendio nella dimora dei Watson e seppelliti con dignità di fronte a Caleb, i suoi amici e i suoi vicini al cospetto dello sguardo del Signore al Camposanto. Ruth sarà ricordata come moglie devota e una presenza gentile nella nostra comunità. Alexander sarà ricordato come un uomo complicato, spesso in stato di ebbrezza, motivo di fastidio e afflitto da un peccato notevole. Eppure ha fatto ammenda affrettandosi incurante delle fiamme nella dimora dei Watson in un futile tentativo di salvare sua cognata. Preghiamo affinché Dio li accolga nel regno dei cieli.
Ishmael said Watson lost his wife and brother.
Beh, sarà sicuramente perseguitato.
Where's the ghost? What's this? It's not metal, not wood.
Sono ossa.
Lovely.
I think we need to talk to Caleb Watson.
Sì.
Fear not. They'll bugger off soon. They both will. You done enough sniffing? Hmm? Tired of the smell of your own ass?
Senti, ho trovato tante belle cose interessanti e un po'
You said you had no
anche
secrets. That was a lie, am I right?
inquietanti, a
Everyone
dire la
has
verità.
secrets.
I can smell your secrets from here, mate. A pox on you. And a pox on your questions, too.
You'll not take him head on. You must take your time, outflank him.
Non è mai semplice. Da dove vengono le ossa?
There's burned debris out back. I found bone in it. Where does it come from?
You must have little business if you spend your time sifting through my rubbish. It came from the house. Probably.
Ho trovato una lettera d'amore.
I read your letter to Ruth. It's clear you loved her. Were you telling the truth about Alexander's infidelity?
My name is Caleb Watson. And before God and all present, I swear that the letter I wrote to Ruth was a load of shite. Lusting for his beloved Ruth, I set out to ruin Alexander's name, 'cause I'm a greedy little prick.
You're frank. You don't sound like you regret it, though.
No, the past's the past. Dead and buried. My brother is but a lingering memory.
Ho trovato anche un appunto del funerale.
It was terrible what happened to your wife and brother. Might have helped if you'd mentioned it. You must be grieving. Do you mind if I ask where they're buried?
Shite on me shite bag brother, and shite on you too. They're both deep in the dirt up at God's Acre, and I'll speak no more.
Andiamo a
of it.
Camposanto.
What's going on at God's Acre, Caleb?
Secondo me, ragazzi, li ha bruciati vivi,
Good
Caleb.
riddance to both. God's Acre concerns you not.
You need to tell me what happened here. Stop hiding.
Nothing happened. Buried all.
Sì, sta agitando, sta agitando.
And you can shite off, taking your nothing happened with you.
Ma come puoi?
Whatever happened, it happened at God's Acre.
No, seguiamo questa missione e andiamo a Camposanto. Chi è?
I should have the yeast. You know it, Mistress Sparrow. You know it full well.
If you want yeast,
Ci abbiamo
then
parlato
grow
con
your
lui.
own. Just
Vabbè,
stick
ci
some in a
parleremo.
jar and grow it, and you'll have it forever.
Facciamo le cose in ordine, ragazzi. Cerchiamo di risolvere questa faccenda. Sempre sperando che possa servire a qualcosa.
Thoughts on Caleb?
You first, young man.
Oh, Antia, finalmente anche tu. Caleb è perseguitato.
Haunted. To
Senz'altro.
the point of madness. Ruth and Alexander, maybe?
Maybe. But something feels off.
Sì,
We
c'è
jump to
sempre
no
qualcosa che non
conclusions.
torna.
Instead, we gather proof.
God's Acre?
God's Acre.
Allora, ci sarà un modo per abbassare il ponte.
Too heavy to lower from your side.
Dunque. Che facciamo, Antea? Suggerimenti? Potremmo salire là. Sì. Ok.
Here we are. Let us find the graves of Alexander and Ruth, and whatever got Caleb acting so strange.
Allora. Vediamo. Mi stavo proprio domandando perché non erano ancora usciti gli stronzi di turno.
That corpse to take it in.
Watch out! Spectre possession.
Sì, è protetto però. Ok. Allora, vediamo.
Is that a female?
I think I see a patella.
Lovely.
Ruth Watson. There's another grave beneath it.
Il contadino.
Grave robbers.
Yes, but what exactly were they stealing? We should search this place more thoroughly.
Sì, è quello che sto cercando di fare. Riusciamo a scendere da qua? No.
Why do I get the feeling that these silly ducks?
Decoys to distract wayward specters. Rudimentary. Someone's had a little training.
If undertakers did this, they should find other work.
I doubt there's a job on Earth that suits whatever did this. Here did lie Alexander Watson.
Did Caleb take their bodies?
Someone
Forse
did,
ci siamo.
and he's at the top of my list.
Well, they made quite the mess. Perhaps the decoys may show us the way.
Follow the path. Don't get too close.
I'll try. Oh.
This way. More of them.
Ma che palle, dai.
Can I join in too? That's what I was talking about when I said don't get too
Ah,
close.
ce ne sta un altro qui. Poi. Questo, ce ne sta un altro là. Però così mi sto perdendo, Trova un percorso tra i diversivi.
Demonology. I should have known.
Mietitore desolato. Oh!
He's persistent. I'll grant him that.
I have another in sight.
No, gli ho fatto male, Antea.
I'll get you eventually.
No, Antea non gli fa praticamente nulla.
It's about to strike.
A wee Highland kiss for you.
You go, you wee bastard.
Dai.
I hate those things.
Wasn't your first, won't be your last.
Aye, thank you.
Shrines now? With bones?
It's like Lady Blackwood's boudoir around here. I sense a fragment of the past. Oh there, fella. You're nasty, aren't you?
Nasty, yes, but also shoddy. It's very poor work.
Ci manca la pergamena.
Are you sure we didn't miss anything?
With a bit of luck, we'll find what we need.
E dove minchia la troviamo la pergamena? Aspettate.
Is it just me or?
I felt it too.
Ok, forse... Ok, una pergamena antica macchiata e scolorita su cui sono annotate le istruzioni per l'incantesimo di palingenesi inferiore, un potente rituale di risurrezione.
What is that?
It looks like a butchered version of the ritual of lesser palingenesis.
The ritual of... that ritual? The one that brings someone back? That ritual?
Yes, that ritual.
Vediamo. Svela l'eco.
Imarada sentus.
As flesh unto verb, as verb unto heart, as heart unto flesh. Death's knot is unsevered, and I shall cut it.
Che cacchio.
You! No! No! You were not supposed to!
Down, boy. Yes. Come to me, Ruth. Come to me, my love. Come back to me.
Caleb Watson invoked a ghost without a body for it to inhabit, so it took his. Caleb is no longer Caleb.
Ecco perché... E c'è dentro anche lui.
Is he still in there too?
He used pieces of his wife and also of his
Ecco
brother.
perché il suo corpo sta
Ruth,
marcendo.
Alexander, Caleb, could be any combination of them in there.
Let's go find out which.
Andiamo ad affrontare Caleb. E qualunque cosa si nasconda dentro di lui. Qua si può scendere. Era necessario, eh? Però adesso possiamo abbassare il ponte, ragazzi. Siamo dall'altro lato. Vai. Ok.
How sure are we that the ritual will work?
Caleb's work was poor. Your work will be good. Cold feet?
No. Not now, not ever.
The ritual shall work, and all shall be well. I promise.
Speriamo. Anche perché qui Antea non può esserci d'aiuto.
The well, recently sealed. Below, it feels off.
Smells off too.
Hush now. All is well. Nothing bad will ever come to us again.
Caleb, con chi parli?
Shite off.
So che non sei Caleb.
We've been to God's Acre. Quite a tale it told us. You're not Caleb, are you? Or at least not entirely.
Ah, can't fog you. Alexander Watson. Long tale short, Caleb tried to bring his dead wife back. And I live here now.
So many questions. Where to even start?
Com'è successo?
He was trying to bring his wife back. How did you end up in the mix?
Caleb made a fine cobbler, a poor brother, a worse husband, and a truly terrible witch. The ritual went to shite, because... of course it did.
Quindi condividete il corpo di Caleb.
Do both of you share Caleb's body?
Share? No. This house of flesh is mine. But because I am a generous man, I allow my brother to live in the cellar. We were twins. I was the rotten half, they said. But who's the rotten half now? There's something else you should know. If you don't know it already. I'm not alone. I completed the ritual. My darling Ruth is in here too.
Perché trattenere Ruth?
You used the ritual to bring Ruth's spirit into Caleb's body. Why?
Love moves a soul to strange endeavors. We deserve a better life. I set myself to claiming it.
Hai fallito.
You know you've failed, right? Look at yourself. Smell yourself. You can't live a life in that state.
That's my never mind, not yours. If you don't like the smell, you can shite off. I'll not make our lives your business.
I'd like to hear this from Ruth. May I please speak with her?
No! We've carved ourselves out a little happiness at last. I'll not have you break it. Please, leave us alone. Give us this.
We need to speak to her, one way or another. If he won't tell us anything, perhaps the house Ruth died in will.
I'll be leaving you alone for now.
Alone? Not really. Hush now. All is well.
Dobbiamo trovare la casa incendiata.
Ever come to us again.
Facciamoci un giro, ragazzi, non lo so.
Ruth and Alexander are having an affair in her husband's body.
Deve essere qua nei paraggi.
I can't find an angle with that isn't just plain wrong.
Something feels wrong. Something about Ruth. If we find the ghost tie, we can talk to her.
Madonna, è inquietantissima la tipa. La signora. Casa incendiata, case incendiate. Io non ne vedo, Non vedo case incendiate qua. Questa? No, non sembra incendiata. Sembra diroccata, abbandonata, ma...
House that burned down.
È questa?
Fell in with them inside.
There's a lot of debris.
Allora, trovo un modo per entrare nella casa. Proviamo...
Beware. Wards.
Aspettate.
The ghost wards feel far away from here. Just one keeps me from manifesting. Fancy knocking it down?
Ma se non lo sfondiamo questo, cioè senza Antea, non possiamo sfondarlo. Possiamo distruggerlo? Ok, meno male. Questo va spostato. No. No, così ci blocchiamo però il passaggio qua. Spingilo un po' più indietro. Un altro po', ok. Era giusto per il bauletto? Allora lo spingiamo fin qua, sempre cercando di non bloccarci il passaggio, e saliamo qui. Diario bruciato di Ruth. Io e Caleb abbiamo discusso di nuovo questa mattina. Sono andata a camminare e l'ho trovato singhiozzante nel giardino al mio ritorno. Si è scusato, ma non mi ha fatto sentire meglio. È romantico più o meno, mi sa ascoltare, che è il motivo per cui l'ho sposato, ma a volte mi fa sentire a disagio. Lui è mio marito, io sono sua moglie, una donna da amare, non un'icona da venerare.
Time must be nearby.
Sì, Arco romano avvizzito, un tempo appartenente a Ruth, ed è un vincolo dell'essenza del suo fantasma. Ok, questo ci serve.
Of course. Ruth's heart binds them like a bushel of rotting corn.
Una bellissima raccolta illustrata casareccia degli uccelli di New Eden, con tanto di piume abbinate ai disegni. Completa? Non proprio. A 2 pagine mancano le piume, il corvo rompitore d'ossa e il gabbiano reale. Allora, quindi passando da qui usciamo subito. Oh, eccolo.
Whatever you found, it ain't yours.
You buried Ruth's heart in the ashes of the house that killed her. I find that odd.
You, a ghost, went digging in the ashes of a dead woman's house. You're ill-positioned to call me odd. Don't think I haven't felt your presence before.
Stow your tongue while I speak with Ruth. Ruth, can you hear me? Can you speak?
Puck off and die. I'm in charge here.
No. Hush ye, Alexander.
Fermi.
I'm Ruth. I hear you.
I'm Antea Duarte. We're here to help.
Oh, I'm glad. Please, end this nightmare. Help me.
Go to hell in a bag of shite. We're fine, and you have not the right, you hear? You've not the right.
Allora,
Her heart! Give it back!
bello mio, non puoi fare niente.
Clean shall God do.
No more does he silence me. We may speak. Help me, please.
E chi ha insegnato a Caleb il rituale?
Who taught Caleb the resurrection ritual?
To say it was taught would mean he'd learned it. He read it off a page. As a sorcerer, Caleb makes a fine cobbler. Thing about Caleb, he was a good listener. As he worked, clients would bend his ear. The Haskell boy, for one. As Caleb pinned the governor's shoes, young Lammy would talk magic. Nonsense, really. But Caleb was listening.
Sono sempre taciturni.
Lammy Haskell gave Caleb the resurrection ritual. I should have known. Always watch out for the quiet ones.
After Lammy mentioned the ritual, Caleb became obsessed with it. He begged. Lammy, in his misplaced generosity, gave it. Caleb was intent on dark work. Lammy furnished written instructions.
La lettera?
Caleb's letter changed your life. How did it feel at the time?
It tore me in two. I loved Alexander, but I deserved to marry a man who would be true. Caleb seemed decent. I believed he loved me. I thought I'd married the better brother, but I'd married a liar. A liar and a devil. And yet, not even he deserves this. No one deserves this.
Come ti trattava Caleb?
How did Caleb treat you?
With adoration. I was an idol, worshipped yet unloved. He was the sculptor and I was the statue, smiling down, unmoving from my pedestal with nothing to say. Now I'm sewn into a festering sack with the quivering remnants of my husband and the angry ghost of his dead brother. Please, let me out.
Ok.
Your husband Caleb's
Siamo pronti,
resurrection
ragazzi.
ritual brought you back.
Dobbiamo prendere una
But allowed his
decisione.
brother Alexander to take you hostage.
Once we deal with the Watson brothers, you shall be free to ascend.
Do what you must. I'll suffer it if it leaves me free to go.
No! We can stay. Please, Ruth. Let us stay.
Look at you. You're counterfeit, a sham of a thing. Your so-called life is no life at all. Caleb lied and stole your love. But when the time was right, you lied and stole his body. We're ending this nonsense now.
Allora, se vogliamo riportare in vita Antea, io accuso Caleb, ragazzi. Così non possono... Alexander non può più possedere il suo corpo, dunque penso che possa andare bene. Non lo so, vediamo.
Caleb Watson, you're past saving. We can but grant you the mercy of oblivion.
But what about me?
Ruth sarà libera.
What about Ruth?
Ruth is free to go.
È libera di andarsene.
I shall have my rest now. Thank you.
I was winning. I was winning.
Fa rapporto al governatore, ok. Perché mi sono infilato qua? Non lo so. Scendiamo, torniamo indietro. Credo che ci sia un altro caso di infestazione da qualche parte.
None are better placed to wound than your own blood.
Però si è fatta discretamente lunga.
That was something.
Quindi mi sa che ci fermiamo qui per questo
Their
episodio.
choices are not your business.
Our choices are my business. And their consequences.
Allora sì, ci deve essere un altro caso di infestazione qua.
Wait, spectral stains. Haunted house.
Credo qua dentro. Santi e peccatori, ok. Vabbè, lo faremo il prossimo episodio però, ragazzi. Parleremo anche con il governatore per ragguagliarlo su quanto abbiamo fatto, anche perché se non ci dà maggiori informazioni sull'entità, sulla strega, tra virgolette, chiamiamola strega, poi probabilmente non sarà neanche una strega che sta attaccando questa gente, gli abitanti di questo villaggio, noi non possiamo fare niente. Quindi il governatore ci dovrà dare maggiori informazioni. Quindi proseguiremo il prossimo episodio, ragazzi. Voi come sempre fatemi sapere la vostra, lasciate like, condividete, iscrivetevi al canale, sempre si fa piacere. E noi ci vediamo alla prossima. Ciao a tutti.